Hello and welcome, my name is Max and today we're going to create an amazing nuclear power plant in Factorio Space Age. Something compact, something nice. You can take this to any planet, put it down and have unlimited amount of power. So let's go. So last time we did something interesting and you're about to see, yeah, wow, look at those many unstable uranium fuels or uranium isotopes. Yeah, I let this run for a long time. And as you can see, we have quite the reserve here. So much of these, so much of the 235 isotope, to be exact, 48,000 of them. Now that took a long time, all right? But it's all worth it because we have plenty of uranium fuel cells. And by the way, ever since last episode, I also created one tutorial explaining how to create an amazing rocket or spaceship that runs on nuclear fuel. If you have not seen that, you can find that in the tutorials, Factorio Space Age tutorials playlist. I'll be sure to put the link in the description below, but this is the spaceship. This is amazing. It can go between planets without stopping for refueling, and it can carry a lot of cargo. So this is the model that we're going to be using in our day-to-day run-of-the-mill transfer between Nauvis, Vulcanus, Gleba, and Fulgora, those inner planets, if you will, if we take a look at this. So these four are the inner planets. The route between them is relatively safe, but Aquilo can be a bit more dangerous, and I have no idea what's going on beyond that. So this laser ship that I've created, we're going to create many more of these, and we'll set routes between different planets. We're going to transfer different types of cargo. With this, just like the train network, we do not have to worry about the transfer of stuff anymore. So I needed to come up with a good design. And if you want to know how I designed it exactly, as I said, go and check out my tutorial on that, which is a step-by-step tutorial. And we're going to feed it a lot of these uranium fuel cells. Anyway, so before leaving Nauvis to Vulcanus, we have to do a few things. First of all, we have to do something about our power situation, right? We have a lot of uranium now. And also, I was thinking maybe I can design some sort of minimalistic uranium power plant, because then I can just take that to any planet that I go. And regardless of the power situation there, I can just put it down and get started immediately. So here's the deal. Let's trash all unrequested. By the way, look what I've created. I have created one rare tank, and that's amazing. And the difference between this tank and the normal tank is that it has a much larger equipment grid. Now I'm going to take this with me to Vulcanus. Okay, let's move on. So what do I need in order to create a nuclear-based power plant? Of course, I'm gonna need, okay, let's come here and let's add a section, huh? Let's add a section. I'm gonna call this nuclear power tools. And I'm going to add 4 of these. Oh, yeah, 10 of these, why not? Considerable amount of these. Heat pipes. Heat exchangers, yes, please give me at least 100 of those. Steam turbines, oh boy, we need a lot of them. So that's that. What else do I need? Nothing much. I think that's all right for now. So let's put down one of these and see what's going on. And I don't know if we should go to another area where we have more breathing room, but for now it seems to be okay. And you know what? I'm gonna get rid of these 3 right here. Hopefully it won't mess up things. Yes, we are okay. What is this? So what does this do? The nuclear reactor, it creates, as you can see on the right side, 40 megawatts of power, and it has plus 0% neighbor bonus. Now 40 megawatts of power, how are we gonna turn that into actual electricity? All right, that's what heat exchangers are for. So this will give us 40 megawatts, and each of these, as you can see, converts 10 of those 10 megawatts into steam. So it consumes 10 megawatts and it creates steam as long as we give it water. Now, 4 of these can consume all the energy or all the heat produced by one of these reactors. But that's very inefficient, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to create another one adjacent to the first one. Now, you might not see it on the right side yet because they are not fueled yet. Actually, you know what? Can waste some fuel on this. Why not? We have plenty of it. Just give me some. Anyway, now each of these are going to get 100% neighbor bonus. So instead of producing only 40 megawatts, now each one produces 80 megawatts. 80, 80, this is 160, meaning instead of doubling it, we need to make this quadruple. So we need 16 heat exchangers to get rid of the energy produced by 2 nuclear reactors. Now that's good. I like that. What happens if I make this 4? I think that's the design I want to go for. So now each one of these has 3 neighbors, obviously. So instead of 80, they produce 120. 120 multiplied by 4 is 480. Remove the 0 because we are dividing it by 10, means 48 of these. And 48 of these mean 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Okay, beautiful. Now, obviously, we're not going to use it like this. We're going to be a bit more creative. So let's remove all that. Thank you, robots. Not yet. And we are going to create a nice formation. Now, let's cut these and let's see. Where do I want to build this? I want to build this somewhere near a body of water. For example, right around here. How about that? Let's go do it. All right. So we are relatively close to a body of water because when you create a nuclear power plant, it consumes a ton of water. And no, you cannot keep up using trains or anything else. So the best way is either to put it near the water or just pipe in a lot of water. Now in Factorio 1.0, you cannot pipe in all that water because of the fluid dynamics, but in Factorio 2.0 you can. Regardless, we're gonna make it here just because I like it to be somewhere secluded. And let's turn these on. Now, first things first, heat pipes. Of course, we can just go with one line, but I like double line heat pipes. They conduct heat much better. And of course, I'm going to create 4 of them. But before I do, as you remember, we need how many? 48 heat exchangers. So let's go and place them down. So yeah, they are facing backwards like this to be able to conduct the heat from the heat pipe to the heat exchanger. And before I go any further, I want to create a system that helps these reactors be efficient with the fuel. And in order to do that, I'm just going to copy and paste this, and then I'm going to explain what I've done here. And done. And I'm going to move it because I do not want this to happen. This is not good. Okay. All right. So let's explore what's happening here. So you know by now that nuclear reactors get a nuclear fuel cell and just burn it for 200 seconds and then throw out the waste. But the problem is they keep using this regardless of their temperature. So the temperature can go up to 1000 and stay there, and they're still producing more and more fuel, which is okay because honestly, at this point we have unlimited fuel cells, but still it's not good. It's in bad taste. Let's fix this. So what we do, we turn on these 2 things and we connect it to this decider combinator, and we say if temperature is below this, and we can decide how high we want this to be based on the length of our copper pipes. But when the temperature is lower than 650 degrees of Celsius and we have less than 1 uranium fuel cell inside the reactor, unless that's the case, just sit there. No action is needed. Once these 2 conditions are both true, we're creating a signal of uranium fuel cell with the value of 1, which will set the filter on this inserter here. And this inserter, what it does is that it picks up, my apologies, it's gonna pick up what we are going to request. It's gonna be like, yeah, 50 fuel cells. That's okay. And we're going to connect this to our robot network, by the way. So no problems there. It puts that inside. Once it's consumed, it puts the depleted fuel cell into this chest, which will be removed very quickly by our robots. And that's it. And that's all we need to do. So I'm going to copy this and use it for all of these because it's a good design and I like it, except when it's not good. So let's not make this a nightmare for ourselves. Yes. And by copying it, by the way, I'm also copying the settings from the reactor because reactors normally do not have anything set for them. So let's see if we can extend these pipes now. Oh yes, we can. All right, good. So this was the essential part. Now let's do the easy part, which is placing these things down. Now 6 here and 6 6 here, and the reason I'm putting down 6 is because we need a total of 48, meaning 4 times 12. And let's put them down. Okay, I need to make sure this is good. Let's do it first. Okay, good. Oh, faster robots are so satisfying to build with. You have no idea. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do. 2-0. Actually, it can be more compact here. Why not? We have space to spare. Okay, good. Beautiful. Now we should hopefully have 48 heat exchangers and 4 reactors, but hey, there's more. So how do we use the steam generated by all these heat exchangers? Okay, so in order to turn the steam from these heat exchangers, we need 83 steam turbines. All right, 83 of them. Now, I don't know how to divide 83 by 4, but if we assume it's 84, then it's going to be 21 per branch. 21. So let's see how we can create that in a tasteful aesthetic manner. 21. This is how many? This is 5, 10, 20, and then yeah, this is interesting. So what if I did this instead? So create one more and get rid of this. This is more squarish design that I like. And we also need to think of a way to put the steam from here into these. So let me think for a moment. All right, so honestly, I don't know what to do. I'm just trying different things at this point. Let's do this. Let's do this and see how it looks. It looks ugly. I want this to be a separate thing. So, oh no, not this. Now it's how many? 18, 90, 20, 21, 22, 23. Let's do that. Who cares? Let's have a bit more than we can consume, right? 24. Good. So one more thing, we need the steam from the other side as well, which we are gonna bring using this pattern. Hello, this, and this. And the way we do this is like so. I think this is better. This is better. Let's not complicate things more than they need to be. Okay, I like this. I can work with this. Now, these two need to also share some water pipes, which will be like this. And then the water comes in from this side. Now, before we move on and get crazy, let's replicate this because let's not forget it should look good. Oh, look at this. A bit extra. Okay, let's put that down now. This is good. Beautiful. Thank you, robots. And this one. And finally, this one. And yeah, we need a bit more of those steam turbines, but that's okay. I'm gonna go get it. Now, so far, I like this design. So far. Now, one very important thing is that I want to connect all the water inputs, all of them, to a single input line. Now, I can see an opening here, so maybe I can make use of that like this. And then it goes like here. Seems good to me. So far, so good. So these two are not connected. And then All right, let's run around and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so what now? Now these two are connected, these two are connected, meaning this one is connected to this one. How about these two? Oh, let's not forget them. Oh, but wait, we cannot do that because they are inherently separate, just like here. See? Easy mistakes. Or not. Oh, wow. Wait. Actually, that was a brilliant move. You know why? Because now this one is connected to this one, and this one through this pipe, if we do this, yeah, if we do this, is connected to this one. Yes, that's great. I like this. And don't worry about this one because this is gonna feed it. And that's great, and that's beautiful. The only problem is these two branches are without water now, and that is not good. That is honestly not good. So how are we gonna do that part? Let's think a bit more. What if, oh, I think I like this idea. What if we did this and we shared some love? Hello, I cannot put this down. Oh, this is for steam. Sorry, my bad. This is water. Well, in that case, let's do this. So now all of this, problem solved. You know how? Because easy. The water comes in here, goes through these, goes through that, and then goes through these and comes here, does the same thing, goes around, and we only need to do that for those two up top as well, and we are set. Okay, all right, great. One way to find out if this whole thing works or not, let's just connect this to a water source, see what's going on. Do we have any pumps? I mean, yeah. Let's connect this. By the way, we also need to calculate how much water we need, because there's no way I'm gonna feed all that with this single pump. Okay, water's coming in. Moment of truth. We have water here. We have water here, here. Look at that. Oh my God, I love this design. Water everywhere. Perfect. What else do we need? All right. So let me go get some heat exchangers and I'll be back fast. So I brought some heat exchangers and I put them down and I'm stuck here. I cannot get out. Good. Now the thing is, not only the water pipes are connected, we also have connected all the steam pipes. There's only one problem. And it's not a small one. And the problem is, can you please, for the love of God, tell me how are we going to get the electricity out without power poles? Oh my goodness. No, this is not going to help. Nope. And oh boy, this is ugly. Nope. So, you know what this means? This means we probably have to space them out a little. This is a let's play, right? Oh, this is a let's play, I was saying. We make mistakes. I don't pretend that I know everything, do I? Now, what if I do this? And then I get to... Where's my pipe? So we pipe it up like this. And this is just a test. I know I have to do for the rest as well. But 1, 2, 3... something like that, and then we extend this like this, and suddenly it looks ugly. So we have as many as we did, 24 here and 24 here, but this way we can connect them to power. So that being the case, let's get rid of these and do this. Yeah, is that correct? Yes, it is. And that one's settled. And finally this one, and boy, this looks so ugly. Oh my God, I don't know. Something about this is so unsettling. It looks like a wind turbine of some sort. Not like steam turbines, but wind turbines. What if we did this? Nah, it's not gonna work. It has to be this way. You know what? I'm not happy with this design. All right, so as you can see, this has no similarities to the original design except the core of the nuclear power plant. And now there is another thing that I need to address, and that is how to connect all these things, and that should be simple. I think I'm happy with this kind of design, symmetric and simple. Something like this. How about that? How did I get into this mess? Hello, sir? What happened? Thank you. This looks good. I'm happy with this. Let's check if it conducts electricity everywhere. Okay, so 60 kilowatts here, here, or maybe a better design, a better strategy. This. Now something's not right about here. Okay, so I need to... What happens if I put this here? Yeah, it will be disconnected. Oh boy. Does this mean we need this as well? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's do that. How about now? Yeah, now it looks connected and weird. All right, so what's happening here? I changed this a little bit in terms of its looks. It looks symmetrical. I put 4 roboports and charged them briefly just to see if this works all right, and it looks like it does. Now there's one thing left for us to do, and that is to hook it up and see how it works. Now let's test something before we do. Let's first of all, let's save this. But now let's just put it here and let's see if this fits anywhere inside our grid. So of course it doesn't fit here, but what about here? What if we moved some stuff and put this here or in the middle here? Yeah. It's very close, but not quite. So how about this area? Close to water. It can be connected to our roboport as well. I like this. I actually like this. Let's place it down and let our robots worry about building it. Hello, robots. Where are you? Good. Go make that happen. Thank you. And now we can safely delete this. And what we're going to do is to, after we pick this up, we're going to go and check out the newly minted nuclear power plant to see if it works. Because from what I see here, after robots put things down, they're going to put some fuel inside and this should work. Finally, we have the whole thing online and it's working furiously. I don't know why the load is so high. Oh, because it's nighttime. As you can see, we were reliant on the accumulator power, but now all these steam turbines are kicking in and we have a good amount of nuclear power. I love this. And with that, this episode is coming to an end. Wow, this was a marathon, but we did it. If you like this episode, click the like button and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.